What's going on, everybody? Chasing that bass, coming back to you guys with another video. Today we're off and running this morning. Gonna go try and get on another little panfish bite, maybe get lucky, get on some largemouth while we're at it. So we're gonna go run our happy butts, get some gas, get the truck out there, get the shanty out, drag out on the lake, and we're gonna see what happens. It's a brisk 15 degrees this morning, but man, it's looking and it's shaping up to be a beautiful day. I can't wait to bring you guys some action here. If you're new, as always, make sure hit that subscribe button. We're pushing. Let's get this channel to 5,000 subscribers. Be a part of that for me. Leave me a like and drop me a comment on what you want to see me go after next. So with that being said, I'm gonna stick to it. Gonna get to the lake. We're gonna go get on some fish. Stay tuned. Let's go. All right, everybody, we're out here. I had to punch a bunch of holes, but I finally found some fish. Chasing around some suspenders. Got one coming up right now. Just didn't bite it. Missed him. Just chasing the snot out of it. Oh, I missed him. He's still coming up though. Got him. Feels like a decent one. Decent little red ear, not a giant by any means. Caught him, I've switched it up today. Rather than using a regular good old tungsten jig, let me get this hook out of his mouth and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. Yeah, nice little red ear. Beautiful color, guys. Get him back in there. And I'll show you guys what we're using today. So, I bought some of these. This is called a Tikka Flash. This is a little 1/32 ounce size one. It's got that little flashy blade on the back, and you just tip that thing full of bait. I've actually got like 2 or 3 day old bait on here. But it's just a little bit of a different presentation. I found that as we're getting later into this ice fishing season and fish have seen just tungsten teardrop jig after jig after jig after jig, that mixing it up, especially in some of these lakes where they're a little bit more aggressive fish, I'm able to kind of select out them dinkers. And when they're feeding good, this Tikka Flash gets crushed. Shout out to all the guys up in Minnesota that are using them, chasing around like basin crappie, catching big perch with them too. They kind of tipped me off on what I'm using, and I bought them to perch fish, and I started using it, and I found out really quick that even the decent, like anything over about a 6-inch bluegill will come up and they will crank that thing. One flickering in down this hole, but not like he's right underneath us. It's kind of like he's off to the side of the hole or something. There's a high mark that swam in. That's a big fish. I think this is a bass. Yep. Nice size largemouth. Come up here, bud. Oh no, he's stuck to the bottom of the ice. We're probably 2.5, 3 pounder here. If I can get him to turn his head and come up the hole. There's that. Look at that fish there, ladies and gentlemen. That's always a pleasant surprise when you're Always a pleasant surprise when you're out here bluegill fishing. Right, 2 1/4, 2 1/2. Let's get the good old iPhone out. All right, everybody, out here bluegill fishing. Got a nice 2.5, big old bucket mouth, largemouth bass. Let's get in here and get him back down the hole. See you, buddy. Well, that was a fun one, guys. That was a fun one. We got him on that little, like I was mentioning earlier, on that little Tika flash. That cute little thing there, just a little perfect little baby minnow presentation, chartreuse, a little bit of an aggressive fish color. The only way to find out will be to drop it down there and put it in front of one. And there's some fish. Got other rods in my hand, bait in my hand. The suspender come through and I dropped down right on him, reeled up to him real quick, and he hammered it. And there's a whole school of them down there about 6 foot underneath the ice. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm gonna drop my bait down and see how fast we can get another one to come up. Here he comes. He hit it, but he did not get the hooks. And these fish are right underneath us, ladies and gentlemen. If I was set up anymore with some holes, we would probably be able to see these actually through the hole, coming up and biting this bait. They're stacked up down there. I need to get hopefully a big one or two out of there. I'm actually trying to catch some fish for one of my buddies. He asked me to get him some fish. That one's a decent one. He'll play. But man, that hole is stacked up right now. Here comes another one. There's a nice gill. Oh, give me my hook back. There's so many down there. Oh, we got to get back into them while they're here, because what they're doing is basically they're just swimming around this basin around us. They're swimming off. We got to go. Oh, we got to go. Oh, we got to go. Get in there. And they swam off. Dadgummit. Got 2 rods in the water, and there's fish swimming through the hole, so we're gonna reel up here real quick and doubled up. No, get out of the deucer. Get out of the deucer, bud. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. There you go. They come through in waves, and somehow I did not get them tangled up. That is great. Just reeled up real quick to get to that fish because I knew he was swimming through up there right beside where his buddy came through. The first one swam in high on that Tika flash. The second one was swimming around up there after I caught him. Let's get a fish count real quick because I don't want to have too many to clean, but I can clean about 20 in an hour, and that was kind of what I was thinking to give away. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Yeah, we'll clean him. He's not a giant by any means, but Man, what are those fish? And the way they're acting, and the way they're marking is weird. Alrighty, everybody, we're making our way out here off the lake. Ended up getting into about 20 keeper gills. Didn't get on a giant school. Got some of it on video. GoPro died, and of course, when it died, I ended up catching a 10.5-inch perch. But she was full of eggs, so I sent her right on back to the depths to go lay them and grow us some more. So if you guys liked what you saw here this morning, leave me a like down below. Drop me a comment on what your favorite species to catch is through the ice. And as always, if you're new, make sure hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna drag this shanty out of here. We're gonna head our happy butts back home, get these fish clean before we go play some basketball this evening. So as always, have a great rest of your day, everybody. I love you. God bless.